Hi friends! Today we are going to draw a cat, a little cat. Okay, let's begin drawing the middle of the face of the cat. It will be our guide for the rest of the drawing. Okay, a little more here and here. Now let's begin with the eyes, with the sockets of the eyes. Very careful, this place. This is one place. It must be very well designed, because the eyes call the attention of the viewer more than anything else. Now the pupils, the characteristic pupils of a cat. Okay, and let's begin to draw the face. As you see, I'm not making any continuous line at all. I make short lines all the time. Why? It is because a cat is an animal full of hair. It's a fluffy animal, and with continuous lines, we are risking to suggest the animal has no hair. But with this continuum, with short lines, we assure that we are suggesting the animal is full of hair. Now the characteristic nose of a cat, you see, it's a little strange, but it is in this way, and the mouth. Now I'm using a 2B pencil. Okay? For me, this is the best pencil to begin a drawing, the sketch, because it is easy to erase, because it is soft, and it is better for me to begin a drawing than the HB pencil. Okay, I erased something here and made the ears. Let's begin with the body of the cat. Today we are going to use three types of pencils. This is the 2B pencil. After this we'll use an 8B pencil, and then to end the drawing we'll use the 4H pencil. The H pencils are not used frequently in artistic drawing, but I'll show you how this pencil can be very useful in realistic drawing. Okay, now with the brush we blur the lines, okay, but not the eyes. Don't touch the eyes at all, no, and the nose. Okay, I don't desire any line defined but in these places to call the attention, and with a gum eraser, you see, I take the excess of graphite and give lights. In other words, I remove the grays and the blacks come alive. Okay, giving lights to obtain a 3D effect in our drawings. We must assure there are lights and shadows. Erasers are not only to erase, but are a drawing tool too. Okay, This is the 8B pencil. I'll use it to draw the darker areas of the drawing. Very careful, because this pencil is soft and its lines mark a lot. Okay. The 8B pencil is so dark that it is almost as dark as charcoal pencil. Okay. Mark the light, the reflect of the light in the pupil. You see? It is important, this reflect. Okay, and now I'll mark the other darker areas in the drawing. As you see, I'll make a resume. First of all, we'll begin our sketch with a neutral pencil. It may be an HB or a 2B pencil. I prefer 2B, but you can use whatever you prefer. Then, when our sketch is full, it's completed, we will use a brush to dilute and to blur the excess of lines. After that, we give lights with the eraser. And then we make the darks, the real darks, with an HB, or if you have not an HB, you can use a 6B pencil too. And after that, you'll see I'll use the 4HB pencil. Okay? As you see, I don't paint all the hairs of the animal. I only suggest with short lines that it is there, that it is all full of hair. You can't draw all the hairs of the animal. You must only suggest. Okay, the nose. Okay, and the dark places in the nostrils. Little more here. As you can see, as I give more dark areas, the cat, our drawing, is taking more character, more realistic character. It's very important in your drawings that you may assure full range of contrast with whites and blacks in the correct places, because it gives interest to your drawing. Okay? This cat is really similar that a little cat I had some years ago, and she, because that cat was a female, she used to lay like this cat all the time under the heat of the heater. Okay. I'll use the brush again after that to blur the excess of lines. It is easy with an 8 pencil, because it is very soft, to blur its lines. In shadows, important shadows. Okay. Little more here. This video, as you see, is more at the speed. It is twice the normal speed. It take me 32 minutes to make this drawing. I haven't cut any part of the drawing because you can see it in full. Only it is a little faster, twice faster than I made it. Okay, as you see, I use again the brush, and the grays are now blurred. But again, don't blur the face of the cat, and the eyes, don't touch them at all with the brush. I'll recover the lights that I lost with the brush very carefully to not erase anything you don't want to erase. These gum erasers are very useful. Now another plane. This is the 4H pencil. As you see, it paints very soft, very clear, very light. And it is used to give details in animals like this with hair. It is very useful. Okay, you see? It diffuminates the lines of the HB pencil. Okay, more needed. You see it? Better now? Now I am giving details. As you see, I begin all my drawings with no detail at all, and I'm going step by step, giving more and more details, achieving more realistic effect as the drawing goes forward. Now, okay, the leg. More hair here for. I really love cats. They are very cool pets. Now I have a dog, and some time ago I have a cat, and I have had any kind of pets. I love animals, as you see. Okay, now cross the lines you made before. Use this pencil to give the effect of fur. Okay. More and more. Okay, but in this way. Okay. What do you think? Do you like it? I made many different animal drawing tutorial. Do you want any other kind of tutorials that I made? Please suggest. You can find me on Facebook, on my blog. You can find me at my website retratarte.org, but you can see those links in the comments. Okay, now we give with the HB pencil, we mark the shadow that the cat projects on the surface he is laying, because he is not in the air. He is laying on a surface in this time over the bed. It is important. You can give more details if you want, but for a tutorial, a short and fast tutorial, I think it is enough and you can see the technique and you can use it. What do you think? Please comment. Okay, do you like it? Bye!